He tried to get the nose of the football across to no avail, and now it's 3rd and goal. Dalton on 3rd and goal. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And now the Cowboys are within a 2-point conversion of tying up the game. So now the Cowboys will line up to go for the 2-point conversion. They'll let Elliott try and run it in. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. These two teams all tied after one.
Score tied 8-8. Greg Zuerlein to kick.
So 8-8 our score now as he'll send this one away. Taken in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Jackson throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. And some room to work. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down. He's going to keep it again. 1st down and more for Jackson. And finally wrestled down at the 11. A little over 20 yards there, and in 2 plays, they've now moved the ball over 60 yards. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Gonna give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Here's the local Texas product, J.K. Dobbins. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
2 yards on the play.
They're going for it with Dobbins. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And that will force a turnover on downs.
On downs.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And now their defense came through with the goal line stand, got them the ball back. See what they can do about putting a drive together. Long way to go.
They need to reward that defense. A goal line stand, they've got to make that stand up themselves, right? Give the defense a chance to catch their breath on the sidelines. At least get 2 first downs. 3 would be better. Change field position. Let them catch their breath.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. He'll go underneath here to Elliott. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
First down, Ravens.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Beating him there with his legs, 21. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Touchdown.
Lamar Jackson, a 4-yard touchdown scamper. And the Ravens have taken the lead. This defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number one.
It should be number one, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep it back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running. He ends up in the end zone. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
By the Ravens.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. But now it'll be third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. He can run for it, and he will. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. Escaping the pressure right. Going for Boykin, but it is intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late, and that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. He was trying to get it to Ezekiel Elliott. That'll bring up second down. To throw again, Dalton. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Amari Cooper, the intended target. And now it's third down.
Brings up third down and 10.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Dalton here from the gun. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At at their own 23-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. He'll throw over the middle, taken in, and he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Operating from the gun, Dalton, and he'll go right back to Lamb. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Second and 12 now at the 44-yard line. From the gun, Dalton. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
1st and 10.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Operating from the gun, Dalton. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and he passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route,
and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Chuck Clark picking it off, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Tip your cap to DeMarcus Lawrence. Nice play defensively. The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
And a Raven first down.
And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Touchdown.